spare change, spare change.
Yo, Jacob, what happened?
I bought Logan Paul's CryptoZoo scam.
Guys, don't end up like Jacob. This Logan Paul CryptoZoo situation is just so sad because it shows how so many people have made such careless mistakes which have costed them thousands and thousands of dollars. So that's why today I want to make this video for you guys to explain the key learnings that you can take away from this situation so that way you don't make the same mistakes that these people have done. But before we start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Aman Ali. I'm currently a University of Toronto student who's really into entrepreneurship and business. So if you're also into that, I highly recommend checking out the rest of my channel, and let's begin. So the first key takeaway is that you shouldn't blindly trust people with your money, especially an entertainer who has no experience in the tech world, who has never built a tech startup and has only made entertainment videos, who's made multiple mistakes in the past, like I'm sure you guys know Japan's situation. And he's also promoted literally meme coins with zero utility, like Dink Doink. And now the value of Dink Doink is zero, and he promoted that to his fans. So the key takeaway is that you shouldn't blindly trust them. Do your research before. Understand who the person who's promoting this thing is. The thing is, tech startups is not easy business. And that leads us to our second point. When investing in a company, you have to make sure that the founders have a strong skill set in what they're creating. Logan Paul is not a tech person. He's not technically strong, but he's creating a tech startup.
It was a learning for me in that, dude, tech is hard. Holy shit.
What did that cause? It caused him to hire the wrong people who ended up scamming him, who ended up betraying him, stealing his code.
We had an issue with CryptoZoo where our lead developer took the code that he made, fled to Switzerland, and like held it hostage for $1 million.
If he was technically strong, then he would know the right people to hire. He would know how to not get his code stolen. Like personally, as someone who's tried doing a tech startup before, I can tell you it is one of the hardest businesses to make. Literally, there's a stat that tech startups have the biggest failures out of all startups. So that's why you gotta make sure that you have a founder to product fit and invest in those type of companies. And Logan Paul was clearly not the right fit. The third key idea that you can take away from this is that only invest in things that you believe in. So I feel like a lot of people invest in CryptoZoo to make a quick buck off it. And that is, I feel like it's the wrong strategy because you're not investing in it long term. And obviously, since the project is about creating a video game off of NFTs, a video game takes a really long time to make. So you're gonna probably lose money, especially in the short term. But if you actually believed in the project, you believed in the video game that's getting created, and Logan Paul has actually said that their mission of creating that CryptoZoo video game is not yet finished. So if you believe in the project, you wouldn't feel scammed, right? So that's the key takeaway. Only invest in things you believe in. There's a thing called greatest fool theory. And this concept is about how people are willing to be a fool and buy things with no value because they believe that there will be a greater fool out there who will buy the product from them for a more expensive price. And we've clearly seen this with crypto. People are willing to spend crazy amounts of money because they think they'll be able to fool someone into buying it for a higher price, even though there's literally nothing the crypto can do. And the issue with using this strategy, at a certain point, you end up becoming that greater fool. That's why always make sure you buy things that have actual value and things that you actually believe in long term. And the final lesson is for all you entrepreneurs out there to learn from Logan Paul's mistake. And that is, make sure you're really picky in who you hire. The reason CryptoZoo was a complete failure was because Logan Paul hired the wrong people. The lead engineer stole the code. He had so many employees that were all scam artists. You gotta be really particular in who you hire and do complete background checks on people. You gotta make sure that they're actually knowledgeable as well, because the company is made up of the people. It's not the idea, it's not the product, it's made up of the people. The people dictate how well the company does. Steve Jobs right here, he was the most particular person on who he hires. There was a story where he literally would go in an elevator with someone, he would ask them a couple questions about what work they're doing currently for the company. And if he didn't like the response, if he could tell that they're just fooling around and not doing much work, he would fire them on the spot. No questions, at the end of an elevator ride. An elevator ride's literally like 40 seconds. So you have to be that particular in who you hire, because who you hire is one of the most important things about a company. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys learned a decent amount and not repeat the same mistakes that people who have lost money in this situation have done. If you really like this video and you're really into entrepreneurship, I highly recommend you check out my channel and join me on this journey to financial freedom by hitting the subscribe button and hitting that notification bell if you can too. I hope you guys take care and stay safe.